Hello folks, this is HexagonalSpy. The spy will come in for the next announcement. Now, to the topic at hand on what I'm going to be planning on doing right now. While I am going to be still need to work things out in my real life situation because of what I need to get things done and how to be able to get myself a driver's license. Yeah, I'm still working on that. A topic that I'll get to another time about that. But before I'll talk to you about that when I do get a driver's license and possibly a car. Is that what I'm going to be working on this week is preparations for the final mission in the Nod Campagin series. Now, I am going to be working on that mission. That's something to be true. But I'm also going to be thinking about doing a trailer of that mission to give you a cutscene about some scenes of what is going to come to pass, of what's bound to happen. Now, would it be a defeat of Arbiter, or would actually be the Arbiter that makes a triumphant of one last stand of the rebellion's revolution style? That's something you guys are going to need to get your ears perked up about. Now, during the middle of the week, I might post that trailer on about it. So until then, you're going to need to sit tight on that mission, because it's going to take a while for me to actually be able to do that stuff. Because the thing about that final mission is going to be a little bit tougher to be able to get the mission done, because it's going to be the most hardest thing on the Nod Campaign series and the history books, because it's the final mission for a reason. And I'm barely able to get things done and get things properly done with the GI campaign series, and I was lucky to be able to have the resources and the manpower and territories to cover ground against both Nod and aliens on the campaign of GI. But now with the Nod campaign series, it's going to be like GDI and aliens, but with a slight point is that the Nod Commander Arbiter is going to have his forces to do his best to protect the tower and aliens. And he's going to be, the person that's going to be saying it will be saying some stuff that's going to really, really make you guys want to be in the Nod forces of the Brotherhood of Nod. Because he may not going to be have some encouraging speeches like as a hero. Now he's not exactly a hero, more like an anti-hero, as I've already explained in a couple announcements ago. So he's going to be having some speeches that does represent him as the anti-hero. It's for the sake of argument's sake for that topic. And preparations for that mission is going to be a hard process to get things done. Because when I do happen to finish the Nod campaign series, I am going to be really think about long and hard how to be able to get things done with the Ultimate Alliance. And everything about what I'm going to be doing on that game on this point forward on the final act would have to be just right. I mean just right, just like, wow, awesome. It's going to have to be just like that. Just like we're going to need to be focusing on how to make something like that. See, and that's pretty much the whole hard process I'm going to need to work on while I'm just trying to get things sorted out with what I'm got currently in my life. With the business of getting money and the fact that I need to be able to be able to get a driver's license and a car, and to be able to earn a paycheck of money from the work of a part-time job I'm working at. It's going to be a hard process for what I'm going to be working on with the Nod Campagin series. But now, even if I do happen to manage to finish that up, which will take a miracle, believe me. The first time before I made the channel, before I completed the Nod campaign for the first time, I couldn't be able to finish that mission, even if the difficulty was easy, or even medium, or hard. So I had to be able to use my head to be able to think on how to finish it, how to completely finish it, how to be able to make the whole thing like awesome. Definitely something to put in the history books. Definitely something to be worthy in the name of the Brotherhood of Nod. That's what I'm going to need to make sure that I need to work on. And now for another thing on the topic of the subject that I've been hearing more about. Once that I finish with the Nod campaign series, I will see what I can do on about that screen recording. Okay, it's just a little bit hard for me to be able to deal with, because when I started on that screen recording, I didn't make any videos on it. I was testing it out. When I was trying to do a screen recording of it, I tried to be able to switch sideways of my camera while I was doing that screen recording. It didn't change its size of the direction of where I wanted, and that really puts a damper on my pay, because if it can be able to get to where I want to, then screen recording can't work out for me. I know that some of you guys say that the screen recording may be something that it could be workable for me, but it can't actually work with what I'm going to be doing, because so you guys are going to need to come up with something else that actually be able to work here. I mean, it works fine from where I'm staying at. It's just going to be a little bit something that I need to be able to make sure to happen. Oh, crap. 1 sec. Ugly ass bug. Like, that bug was the size of my thumb. I think I was able to get it out, get it down from that wall there. Where was I? Oh yeah. So like, the screen recording app does work fine with the camera, but it's just I can't exactly switch its rotations. So I'm going to either have to try some. I gotta try something else on the other app that I've heard about. So yeah. Unless you guys got any more ideas on how I'm going to be able to work with the screen recording, that's all I'm going to be able to give you. Sorry, guys. Now, to return to the topic of what I was trying to explain about. Now, the difficulty will be hard. That has not changed, okay? That definitely has not changed. I just going to be having a little bit of a hard time to be able to get that done because, unlike with the GDI Final Mission campaign, I had to be forced to put some of my resources, my troops, to be able to waste their lives on protecting a damn tower that's going to probably be the lead to the apocalypse that is already at. While I'm trying to be able to put my forces to try to deal with GDI on that front, while I'm trying to make sure I be able to have enough resources to defend the base of where I'm at. Like, the tower's going to be having generators of 3, okay? 3 generators that I need to make sure they're protected and to be able to make sure they're still standing. Gia is not going to be able to give me much of an option, and the aliens don't, and Kane doesn't strike in a negotiation of an alliance with the aliens, because if he did, and if they actually did agree to his proposal, then I probably wouldn't have to be wasting lives to protect those aliens after the shit they did in Australia. Arbiter is going. The Nod Commander Arbiter is going to be having his resolve to be tested more ways than one, and will be saying some speeches that makes you wanted to say your prayers to the GDI, because he's going to be saying some things that even Kane's going to be surprised to hear about. So that's going to be something you guys need to keep your eyes on. Like, about what RJ said, because if you've seen the last video of the Nod Campagin series episode, then you hear the conversation between Arbiter and RJ when he really no longer has any envy for him because of where this is going. Because the Nod forces that's going to be placed on the Arbiter's hands is that he along with his men are going to be like cannon fodder, okay? Sending them to their deaths. Now, you're definitely going to be imagining an Arbiter to be saying some words right about now about what this makes him feel, about what he should say to the men. Like, their faith should be not just in Kane or for the cause, but for themselves. That's going to be something that you guys are going to be having, and that you need to be ready to hear what the Nod Commander Arbiter is going to say, because he's many things, but cannon fodder would not be one of them, and he's going to probably be saying some speeches about that. If this is going to be his last commands, last stand. Yeah. Definitely something you guys need to keep your eyes open for that. Okay, so, like I said, in the middle of the week, I might be able to post that trailer about that final mission. And once I do, you'll be able to get a good feel about how things will progress about if Nod should die here, or if they actually be able to make a ferocious victorious in the field and successfully defend the tower. And that's pretty much about all I can say. HexagonalSpy, the spy, signing off for now.